Hi everybody and welcome to Hylore Gaming. My name is Amber and I'm joined by my husband, Joseph. Today we're going to be going over part 4 of our walkthrough of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're going to Kakariko Village for the first time, going to meet Impa, upgrade our clothes and stamina wheel, and visit Hateno Tech Labs. Oops, don't want to hit the poor guy.
Yeah. Poor traveler leaving at night, not safe. So there is a shrine nearby. Where it is, who knows?
Oh, it stopped.
Huh.
Oh, no, there it goes again.
Press L to...
Oh, soothe when they get...
Yeah. And you can just walk right on through Kakariko Village.
Or do we want to stop here and sleep?
Oh yeah,
And
good
wake
idea.
up since it's...
Looks like somebody fell asleep by the fire there,
if she's
too.
still there when we get up, we'll have to talk to her. Or him. It's hard to tell. Oh.
5 o'clock in the morning. And she's still out of it. Amber, that's
It
so
is a
rude.
her.
You woke her up.
Traveler, I'm sorry, but I seem to have twisted my ankle.
Oh, don't make her stay. Oh, Amber, you're so mean.
I didn't do it. Let's see here. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. It's really okay.
Nana.
Say, traveler, where did you get that object hanging from your waist? Well, you see.
Link goes into the whole shebang.
Oh. Yes, I see. That Sheikah slate is a symbol. It means that you are the hero of great legend. Though there are few who know of such legends anymore. But we Sheikah have been waiting for you for a very long time. Please, before all else, I must insist that you meet with our leader, Lady Impa.
Okay, will do.
Oh yeah, we already know who she is a little bit. In any case, it was a real honor to meet you. Heh, I suppose you're used to that, having lived as long as you have.
That's right. He looks like he's a teenager, but he's really like 117.
I kind of don't want to take the horse. I want to just look around.
Okay. So we definitely have a shrine around, but
Do we want to follow that yet or not yet?
Let's not. Let's begin with some cooking, because we want to shop in the stores, meet a couple of other people, then we'll find the shrine.
Okay. It's like a couple houses.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
New clothes.
Cute quote. Should we try to check this out?
Not yet.
Okay.
We need to get some things to sell ready.
Oh, that's right.
So there's a cooking pot straight ahead. Oh, but look at the painter.
I know. I was
What's he up
wondering
to?
what he's doing.
Are you? Sorry to bother you, but are you a fellow traveler? As for me, I just love art. In fact, I'm traveling the world in search of beautiful landscapes. Just between you and me, I hear there's a great fairy fountain somewhere near this village. I hear it's breathtakingly beautiful. Aesthetics aside, they also say the place can bestow some kind of mysterious power on people. However, since I'm an outsider, I can't get anyone to tell me any more details than that. These villagers never leave the safety of their village, so travelers like me are treated with suspicion. But I won't give up. Oh, and if I manage to find out anything, I'll be sure to let you know. Well, he looks like he could belong in Kakariko Village. Maybe he bought the clothes in town.
Or his hairdo?
Yeah, he bought it. Maybe he got the hairdo in town.
I was like, that's why people think he's suspicious, because he has a weird hairdo.
Oh, man. Poor guy.
Let's cook up a few dishes to sell.
Link could help him if he'd only listen, but how does Link tell him that his hairstyle is just not cutting it? So we want to cook up some stuff that will sell for a good price, and then we'll shop for some clothes in town, because poor Link has been wearing the same tattered warm doublet for days. Usually the meat skewers are the best way to go when you're trying to make money quickly.
They almost look like they slipped out of his hands. That was funny. Okay, and any more?
That'll do it. Yeah, we got a lot of meat cooked, so we're gonna go sell those in the store so that we'll be able to buy some clothing and armor.
So this is... Wait, is this the first building we walked into?
It is. Yeah, so we got eggs and butter. What looks like she's selling bokoblin guts? Oh dear. I guess they're
moving too.
It's good for the elixirs. And then swift carrots. This carrot is well, let me read this one. This carrot is cultivated extensively in Kakariko Village. It strengthens the legs and hips when cooked into a dish, which helps increase your movement speed. Great. There's
strengthens legs and hips.
So there, if you've not noticed, there's a lot of different kinds of foods and elixirs and the like that can do the same things.
Yeah.
So we got Trissa.
Hello, weary traveler. Welcome to Kakariko Village. Here we are blessed with the protection of the goddess. That's why we have so many healthy, happy animals and an abundance of fine crops. My products are all locally grown, fresh and seasonal.
Including the bokoblin guts?
I think those are for all seasons.
Oh, yes.
Truly choice goods that bring something special to any recipe. Go on, grab one. Oh, or are you here for something else? Actually, I want to sell.
Alright. So that's 120 rupees for just the one skewer.
Nice.
Excellent. So a little bit later on, we're going to actually have our son join us so that he can do some of the combat.
Yeah.
He loves to play, and he especially enjoys the combat. He's much more advanced than either one of us, to be honest. He's played the game several times through, so he's not really interested in playing it from start to finish anymore, but he still really enjoys the combat.
Yeah. Do you need something else?
Nope, we're loaded now.
Yep.
Stop by anytime. Well, we will, since you'll buy anything, including bokoblin guts.
Bird eggs. Those are the ones we got out of
How much were they selling for? $12. Oh yeah, 12 each. They're not bad. Though it's kind of interesting given how many trees we've gone up into, and we didn't see bird eggs in that many trees. Yeah. All right, so the clothing store is just on the other side of town. Go to the left.
Oh, left. I forgot where we were.
And go around the corner and up the hill.
Wait, is it right here?
Yep, where the lady stands.
Yes, she's like, hey,
new clothes. Cute outfits.
Okay.
Our clothes are the tops. Alright, what we want are the cloak and the traveler's doublet, or whatever it's called.
Hylian hood.
A hood woven using traditional Hyrolean methods. It's made from a sturdy material to protect travelers from the harsh sun and weather.
Huh.
Only 60 rupees.
Not bad.
We could get 2 of those for 1 skewer.
Yeah.
And then, how about that nice looking tunic? A common garb that achieved widespread popularity in Hyrule, particularly among travelers. Its light yet sturdy fabric doesn't limit movement. It looks like it has a little bit of armor to it as well.
Yeah, a little bit of protection.
Excellent, a common garb. Looks pretty good. I wish common garb looked like that these days.
Yeah.
Clary. Huh.
Are these the same pants as we're wearing?
Yeah. Hylian trousers.
So we don't need those.
Over there we got some other things we'll buy later. Clary.
Isn't that lovely? It's a limited edition. Enchanted exclusive. While you wear it, your footsteps are nearly soundless, so it's perfect for hunting and stuff. Hunting and stuff. Okay, but it offers very little defense. Small price for the extra strength.
Extra stealth, yeah.
Stealth! Stealth. So we will come
They
back
look
and get
amazing.
them. Yes. That's cool.
Pricey, though. Alright, go ahead and change.
Oh, yes.
I mean, if we don't mind changing in front of the lady.
Thankfully.
Ah, that's a good look.
So cool. There
Nice. Yeah. The cloak looks great.
I like it.
Thank you, Clary. So now we're gonna spy the hilltops, look around the ridges, see if we can spy where the shrine may be. Because it's not right here in town, we didn't see it.
We want to follow the sensor, maybe?
Yeah, let me see. Okay. Look around. Let's see here. Okay, so you see that ridge up there? There's actually 2 ridges.
Oh, I see them now.
I suggest we climb that
Let me get a look around.
to spy a little bit from above. Ah, the birds.
Oh my word! I bet it's
There's a shrine! There's a Korok!
You were right.
Thank you, little guy.
Bye-bye.
So now you can look around.
So, yeah,
Oh, you're
no.
right.
I think we can take that path over there to get up to the shrine pretty easily.
I don't like getting too close to the edge, but I want to like.
Paraglide.
Oh. Oh, and you can even see the town from here.
Ah, glorious.
Wow, that's just right there.
Yeah, we were just over here.
Oh, I was a kid.
So the clothing store was right behind us.
Yeah. Chicken.
Pretty interesting chicken. Kind of reminds me of what are they called? Wood ducks? And
Yeah,
mallards?
they do,
Here
or
in the
something like
North
that.
America. We got chickens that have some distinctive feathers and plumage, kind of like we have mallards and wood ducks in North America. But our chickens are much more boring than those here in Kakariko Village. Okay, the Talo Naeg's teaching. So look around. We got a chest. I suggest you get the chest.
Okay.
It's wide out in the open.
I know, but I feel like. Oh, there's another one.
Okay, so get the chests first.
I feel like there's gotta be like a bad guy jump out and scare me or something.
It does feel a little bit more ominous. The Eightfold Blade. A single-edged sword traditional to the Sheikah tribe, forged using ancient technology. It just may be among the sharpest conventional weapons ever made.
Interesting.
Hmm.
But
Okay,
I think
let's-
our inventory's full, so we're gonna have
Let's
to.
drop a thing or two. Let's see. Get rid of the Boko Club.
Definitely.
Alright. I'm betting you're going to want to use that here pretty soon.
So we'll. After we get this, I'll.
Okay, we got a new kind of shield.
Oh.
The Shield of the Mind's Eye.
Here, I'll pull it up just a second. Need to get rid of. This one?
I'd get rid of the Boko shield you're holding. Shield of the Mind's Eye. A small Sheikah-made shield. Its design is intended to decrease blind spots without sacrificing too much defense.
Okay. let
So
me make
I'd recommend
sure-
you switch over to the Eightfold Blade.
Yes, that's what I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And now what?
I don't know.
Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Well, let's just. I feel like Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, we have not seen a guardian like this before.
It's small.
Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. This will create an opening that you can use to attack back. Okay. Let me see. Do I have my sword? There we go. Oh, I didn't do it in
Side
time.
hops, he said.
Alright, come on.
There.
I did it that time. Excellent. So, what we did is like we went into slow motion, but Link was still moving at a super speed. Do a backflip this time. Okay. Easy.
Nice.
And we got what's called a flurry rush where we can attack and they can't keep up with us. You can repel an attack if you parry with your shield at just the right time. Strike back to create an opening. Got it. Alright, so when we do that, they got their attack out of the way and we can attack them back. Build up your power and then release it to unleash a charge. Okay. Wind up and the pitch. Oh, he got me first.
Oh, nice.
If you're gonna
That
play,
taught us some new tricks.
So those are all of our combat moves. You have done well to learn these crucial skills. Now proceed. I'm guessing that was our monk. So we have guardian parts, but we also have a new blade. So we want to drop something here. Let's get rid of the weaker spear, or should we get rid of a spare
Yeah,
axe?
that's what I was thinking that. I like spears.
The Guardian Sword. A sword often wielded by Guardian Scouts. Like, okay, so the guy we just fought, he's called a Guardian Scout. Its blue energy blade is a product of ancient technology. It's not very durable.
Oh, another chest.
Opal. Okay, that's cool. That'll fetch a good little bit of money. And back to you, Amber.
Thank you.
Your triumph over the test of strength subverts a prophecy of ruin from the ashes of Hyrule. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. Spirit orb. Got 8. That means we can upgrade 2 things. May the goddess smile upon you. Alright, so now let's survey the land. It looks like there is a really big house there, and that is where our yellow beacon wants us to go, the yellow marker on the map. So grab some apples and glide down to the big house. I think down at the entrance there are some guards. I would go there first to see what they want. Whoa! Huh. Let's see. Kato says, "You there! Who are you? How dare you trespass upon Lady Impa's abode?" Kato, Is that a Sheikah slate? But that would mean you are... No, it's not possible. Can it be? Please forgive us for behaving so rudely, says Dorian. Of course, we have heard the legends from Lady Impa herself. Please, friend, go ahead and step inside. Alright then. Oh, apples display here from frogs. One is missing.
Maybe we put one in it?
Betcha we can do something to complete the set. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Oh, it's a Korok.
Haha, you found me.
Do you think he would mind if I took the rest of the apples?
Who would have thought a Korok would be right here at the doorstep?
Okay, and he doesn't mind me taking the apples.
Yeah. A girl.
Oh, she's on her hands and knees. A man! Oh my word! It's horrible. Is that... It's a Sheikah slate? Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? Oh, it's not that I forgot. I'm just bad with speaking. As for me, my name is Oh, my name is Paya. Well, I wasn't sure if it was Paya, whatever. Okay, Paya. Phew, I got it out. I know I should be able to say that easily, seeing how it's my name and all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been waiting your return ever since I was little. Please, hurry inside. And she covers her face. She must not see very many men. Aw. Oh.
So, you're finally awake.
Well, you let us sleep for 100 years.
It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you?
Huh.
Does he remember? What's the matter? You are looking at me as though I am a stranger to you. Those eyes, they lack the light of familiarity. It is I, courageous one, Impa. Surely you must at least remember the name Impa. I see you have lost your memory. Well, it matters not. In fact, that may actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dearest Link, please come a bit closer.
Oh.
100 years ago.
Oh.
Yes, 100 years ago, the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed.
As we've seen from all the ruins.
After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in a sacred slumber. And then, all alone she went to face Ganon. Before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she wished to say to you.
So the king told us some of this.
I have been waiting 100 years to deliver the princess's message. However, these words which the princess risked her life to leave you, well, if you are to hear them, you must be prepared to risk your life as well. But I am afraid that the burden may be too much to bear while you are still without your memories. I leave the choice to you. When you feel you are ready to receive the princess's message, return to me.
Well, I kind of think we want the message now.
Yes, but...
She's given us an option, but I think we'll just get it now.
Can we talk to her again? Maybe she'll do
Of
it.
course.
The words that the princess risked her life to impart to you, I cannot pass them on to someone who lacks conviction. Are you prepared to risk your life for the greater good? I am. Ha! Not a memory to your name, yet you are as intent as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice on your side. You have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero.
Yeah.
Very well. Since you have lost your memory, I will recount to you all that has happened.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
Oh, 100 years ago, in preparation for the foretold revival of Ganon, we strove to follow the lead of our ancestors of 10,000 years prior. But in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. In order to avoid ever making that grave mistake again, the princess left you these words. Free the divine beasts. That's what she said.
The divine beasts?
The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons, wielded by the 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beast Vah Rudania, controlled by Daruk of the Gorons. The divine beast Vah Meadow, controlled by Rivali of the Rito. The divine beast Vah Ruda, controlled by Mipha of the Zora. And the divine beast Vah Naboris, controlled by Urbosa of the Gerudo. It would be extremely ill-advised to face Ganon without the power of the divine beast to help you. You must infiltrate the divine beasts that were stolen away by Ganon 100 years ago and bring them back to our side. More information about these divine beasts can be found by locating the 4 races scattered across Hyrule.
So we've seen Hylians, but not the others.
Oh, those dots probably show where they are located. The Sheikah slate will guide you on your way. You must go where it tells you and meet with each leader there. It seems to me that your Sheikah slate is not yet complete. The device Princess Zelda left you is your guide and also your memory. Now, let's see. Someone at the research lab in Hateno Village might be able to help you.
Hateno Village, you say? Another village.
Out there. The location shining on the eastern edge is Hateno Village. It is a small village, one of the very few places that avoided suffering significant damage during the Great Calamity.
Locked mementos is our main quest.
You are Princess Zelda's only hope, and Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny.
Seek out Impa complete.
Completed.
So we did what the king asked. Now we gotta do what Impa asks.
Okay.
So at this point, we'll do what Impa says. We want to get our Sheikah slate up to snuff. Did I just say that?
Yes.
I've been around my parents recently. They're a different generation folks. They talk like that. So we will want to get to Hateno Village, see what the Sheikah slate improvements are about.
Which Hateno Village is this right here?
So we're going to have to travel, and we're going to have some fights along the way, and we thought that this would be a great time to bring my son Jude into the picture, and he will take the control and play his way to Hateno Village.
Yeah, so I'm going to let him use my microphone.
Excellent. All right. Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
So you're all of 12 years old, and you've played this game, what, 80? 100? 200 times?
Not quite. A good portion of that, though.
Before you go, you want to talk to the statue and receive the upgrades?
Sure.
You can do the honors. So all those orbs that we've been collecting since the beginning, we haven't redeemed any of them yet. Paying homage to our shrine, or our statue, our idol here. Oh, she's got a bib in case she dribbles her applesauce. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs. I'm filling in for Amber because she's off the mic. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me what it is that you desire. Jude, what do you desire?
I desire stamina.
Stamina. You wish to expand your stamina wheel, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. I shall grant the power you seek. And that is what a stamina vessel looks like.
Whoa.
Now he's got to fit that into his body. Stamina vessel.
Wow.
The size of your stamina wheel has been increased, allowing you to perform more actions before getting tired. And that is how it shows, so it's going to create a ring around the wheel. It appears you still possess spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, you know what I can do. Alright, Jude, want more stamina?
Now, is this really worth it, though?
The heart container? This early in the game? I honestly don't think so. I mean, even if we cook all of our food, we could keep Link alive through a lot of combat. So I think the fatigue is a bigger issue.
Okay. Let's do stamina.
You wish to expand the stamina wheel?
Yes.
Do it. I shall grant the power you seek. She's hiding her applesauce underneath the bib, I know it.
Yeah.
So before you head off to Hateno, you want to cook some apples or something?
Sure.
We got the cooking pot right over there.
Okay.
I guess I got apples on the brain.
What's this girl want?
Coco, you want me to talk in the girls? Can you read for her lines, please?
Today's dinner is veggie cream soup. It's super nourishing and fortifying. Well, that's what they say. Anyhow, it must be true. All you do is toss a swift carrot, rock salt, and fresh milk in a pot and stir it up. Then, Voila! So yummy!
Jude, you found your calling.
Oh no! Coco is all out of swift carrots.
Coco talks about herself in the third person.
But she wants this tasty veggie cream soup a lot.
You'll live for now. We'll take care of you soon, girl.
Ooh, that's cold.
She picked that up from her mom.
Coco's kitchen. Huh? Huh? Coco smells swift carrots.
Oh, come on. She wants to take her swift carrots right now. You're
nuts! Ooh, that's cold.
We'll help out Coco later. Jude loves to go quickly through the game.
Whoa, see that noise?
Fast-paced.
Hear that noise?
Yes, hasty simmered fruit. So it's like the regular simmered fruit that increases your hearts, but it also makes you a little faster.
Whoops, didn't get that one. Nice. I think that will be enough for now.
Okay, cool. So how do you want to do it? You got to travel to Hateno Village, and we've looked at the map. We kind of have an idea of how to get there.
So, our horse is right there, but what we should do is go over here by the stable. And we can teleport to the shrine to get there faster.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we haven't teleported all that much since the beginning, but the old man told us before we learned he was the king that you could teleport to the shrines and towers you've previously have activated. So good idea. You go there and then you'll retrieve the horse from there?
Yep.
Yeah, so the guys at the Doling Peak stable told us how you can summon a horse to you from any of the stables.
After that, I guess I'll go around this way, and there seems to be a path here directing towards this here. And we might be able to get the tower on the way there.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So that we would see that region on the map.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Sheikah.
No, I wonder how all... Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, huh. You can see the tower, huh?
Yep. And I just put some marker on it so that I can have a direction of waypoint.
So the green marker on the map was something we made much earlier. We don't need any more.
If you just press on it, you can delete the pin.
Back to the twins.
Hey!
Tesserin. We've already heard his spiel. He likes to tell us things as though we've never heard them before.
Yeah. Prettypie.
I didn't realize you could do what you just did. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can...
Hi.
You just pick... If you have multiple horses, you can pick which one you wanted. And they somehow teleport it over here in a matter of seconds. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, it's like they did a service. They retrieved your horse out at Kakariko Village and brought it to the stable for you. Instantaneously.
Yep.
In the game world, game rules. Prettypie is a pretty good looking horse, but she's not entirely bonded with us yet. We've been bonding pretty well, not quite there. We gave her 5 apples. Couldn't
That's
hurt
nice.
to give her some more.
Looks like there's a fort up there.
Huh.
I wonder if there's
I've
something
never
up
spotted that before.
there. There's an X on it. I wonder what that means.
I think if you fire it with an arrow, it would break.
Ooh. There's a chest here.
I didn't even know about that.
Opal!
Fantastic.
It seems that's about to be nighttime, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult, because have y'all discovered the night monsters yet?
Yeah, we've fought some stale goblins, and we generally avoid fights at night. So it's up to you. You can always make a fire if you want.
Yeah.
Good job. Direct hit. Right between the horns. Remember to take in the scenery.
Yeah. Look at... There's all of this awesome...
Well, there's
relics.
a lot of ruins, but you see a lot of broken down guardians.
Yeah.
So, clearly there was a battle here.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
So, when Impa was explaining that things happened 100 years ago, those guardians were attacking the Hylians, so they must have fought and ultimately won the war. There's another traveler. Looks like there's some bokoblins on the side of the road. Ah, good moves. See, it helps to increase your stamina wheels so that you can stay in that flurry rush for longer and get your aim. We got better weapons than those.
Okay. So many mushrooms around here. I wonder how all of these mushrooms can be grown in the same spot.
So we've got stamella mushrooms. Those are great because they always increase the stamina wheel. Can always afford some more stamina. And then the Hylian shrooms are just your general purpose, increasing the size of a meal dish sort of shroom.
Yeah.
Then there's a couple others that we haven't used much of, but we will eventually. Ah, good job! See, we need that kind of meat for all the rupees we're gonna buy. Well, all the rupees that we will gather from selling the meat.
Ooh.
Keese Eyeball, let me read this one. A rare material dropped by a defeated Keese. It's fun to look at, but it doesn't seem to have much use at first glance. But it must be good for something.
Oh my! Do you see that the bokoblin up there?
Yeah, he's
about
getting
to-
ready to attack.
Yeah.
I would help out the travelers. Sometimes they like to give gifts. Poor guy.
Oh, the horse! Oh!
Ah, don't hit our Prettypie. Now it's personal. Forget the traveler, save Prettypie. Nice block. Alright. Yeah, so he's a merchant because he's got a donkey.
Oh, yeah.
Aegis. Wow, that was scary. Thanks for saving me. You deserve a reward. Here, take this. Fairy Tonic. This
Ooh.
powerful recovery elixir harnesses the power of fairies, and it has a sweet fragrance.
Because it gives you like 8 hearts.
Yeah, 4 or 7 of them. Great. Thank you, sir.
Look at all of these guardians.
Yeah, oh, that is... A very significant battle took place here, you can tell. Oh, there's a goat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Good job.
Whoa, looks like there's another traveler here.
Huh.
Yeah.
Garl. Hi, my name's Garl. Come to see Fort Hateno, I take it.
That is correct.
Figured as much. It's well worth seeing. Fort Hateno here was the last line of defense between Hateno Village and the awful tragedy all those years ago.
Now, how does he know that? I guess his father told him, or his mother.
Yeah, I guess...
She doesn't look like 100 years old.
No, he probably just enjoys the history.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's got to come and pay their respects at least once in their life, right?
Man, it looks like they might be repairing it or something. So these fortifiers right here.
Yeah, so this would have been the side that the Hylian soldiers would have been.
Yeah. I guess we can go to bed here.
Yeah, good idea. Stay away from the night monsters.
Wow, they're still here. They were here when I...
Maybe she stuck around to sleep by the fire too. Honey?
So if you hit them down before you get close to them, the bees won't hurt you.
Huh.
Because they won't find you.
Good to know. Yeah, every time I've encountered the honeybees before, they've been with their honeycomb.
Yep.
Never seen a honeycomb where the bees weren't with the honeycomb.
It is interesting.
Alright. Onward, eastward. Okay, so look upwards a little bit. I love the stone. Stone columns. Now peer down a little bit.
That is awesome. Oh, look, and the tower's right over there.
Yeah, through the stone. So the bow broke, you'll want to find your other bow. So I'd go around.
Whoa. Need to change my weapon. And I'm a little bit rusty on these big ones.
So the farming hoe. They'll
Although
serve
I
as a
do know
weapon.
that their durability is poor.
Getting low on the arrows, you got 5 left.
Okay.
Pitchfork is a good weapon. Look out!
No, you don't. What the?
Oh, there's some rice behind you. Or wheat? Hylian rice. I guess it must have fallen out of the grass. Originally, I thought the bokoblins were a little frightening, but the more I get to know them, they're just kind of comical relief in the game.
Yeah. True. Whoa.
They'll shoot you from above. Come from the grass and the treetops. Oh, there's a lizard. You spy?
Yes.
For being the hightail lizard, like the ones that are supposed to be quick, they can be awfully slow. Ooh, don't take our horse or anything like that. Huh, they're not even interested. So, when you whistled, they came looking to see who whistled.
Whoa.
And they're hiding in the grass. They don't know you're there.
I'm gonna sneak up on them.
Prettypie, don't get spooked.
Oh no, they saw me. Oh no! No!
Prettypie? Oh no!
No!
I'm afraid we're about to lose our horse.
No, I'm trying!
We're about to lose our life.
Percy! Don't go.
Jude, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Well, Prettypie Seems okay there. Maybe she'll just stay there if we go back to a stable and summon her.
Yes, yes. Oh
That is hilarious. Well, game rules. May have to eat something for extra stamina just to get back up.
Yeah. Man,
I thought you were gonna die for sure.
Me, never.
Uh-huh. You nearly got Prettypie killed. You realize you're gonna leave her there at the waterfront, totally clueless how close she was to her doom? Okay, now it's really personal. These guys mean business. There is no reason why Prettypie should survive that.
They deserve a bomb.
They deserve a lot. Okay, so I would keep traveling and then get the tower activated. Okay, so here's our first moblin attack. Not very bad for a big guy.
Sure
And we got
thing.
his own kinds of monster parts.
Yeah.
Moblin horn. And we're not going to forget about our horse. We've got to go back to the stable eventually. Got to take care of her.
Whoa! They jumped up way back.
I'm surprised he was easy to kill so well. That was a good weapon. See, usually the bigger the monster, the tougher to kill, but if the weapon is strong enough, you know, it'll outdo a weaker monster.
So that's not where I'm going. I'm gonna go this way, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah, so the tower. Nice shot.
I know. Although I think that me killing all these monster parts are worth the arrows.
That's fine with me.
Now I do know if you throw a weapon when it's damaged, it will do more damage.
These moblins look a little bit like Goofy. They have the big nose and they just lumber around kind of Goofy-like. Good job.
We're about to come up on these. Whoa! See, there's thorns on this tower.
A lot of briars. We've encountered this once before around a shrine, and we had to use the paraglider to get up over them. But now that we're down below, we're going to have to use another strategy.
Maybe a fire arrow? Would that burn it?
Mm-hmm. I bet you it would. We've seen it burn dry grass.
It did. Hateno Tower. So that means we're pretty close if it's the Hateno Tower.
Alright. Sheikah's Tower activated. And now we can teleport. Scanning the area. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Dad in the mornings. Coffee.
Regional map extracted. Alright, now that we get a tower, we gotta save the horse. I recommend you get back to the stable and get her there. You get the stableman to recover the horse and bring her back to you. And then you're gonna have to ride back to where you were.
Well, I mean, it is true that the horse needs to be saved now. But I think that if I just teleport to the tower,
I won't have to go through the pain of going all the way back there with the horse. I think it'll just be faster using.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you'll just travel back, use your paraglider to continue.
Yeah, because the tower is on a hill and then the tower is high. So theoretically, I could get there maybe most of the way.
Makes sense. Alright. You don't need a horse the rest of the way into Hateno.
She doesn't get rained on, you know?
Yeah.
See, I can like go I can glide over here.
Yeah, we'll go around Lake Jara into the Furley Pond.
And it seems that the entrance is like right here.
Midla
There's
Woods.
houses right there, see that?
Yeah, the structures. Okay. Good idea. That's the plan.
Oh, well, I guess that's
a good view of the village there.
Ooh, seems like there's a thing here. Should
Enemy
I get
camp.
it?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going
They're all going to pay for what they almost did to Prettypie.
Ooh, it looks like there's some bombs right here. I'm gonna blow this up.
Ah, his goose is cooked. The Bokoblin never knew what hit him. Yeah, so that's a good view of the village up ahead.
Yeah.
Ah, that must be the tech lab.
That must be, yeah. Whoa.
Hello, Mr. Mobber.
Ooh, so I can get this one. I'll trade this one out. Get that one.
Nice. I feel like the Traveler's tunic and the hood that he has just means that Link looks like he's in disguise as a traveler, getting around Hyrule. Nobody would expect him to be the champion Link.
Yeah. Whoa, they're throwing bombs at me.
And they're probably gonna hurt themselves. Good job.
Ooh, I was about to die there. Guess from those bombs. They don't have an infinite supply of those, so I shouldn't be worried about it too much.
Arrows, please. Opal. Oh, there's arrows right there. Good, good, good.
Whoa, that is a nice view.
Yeah, these towers are just so cool. Every last one of them.
They blew themselves up!
Or, yeah, one of them onto the ground.
But there was like 4 of them there.
They killed their own.
See, there's stuff right there. They killed their own people.
They were trying so hard to kill their attacker. They killed themselves.
That's amazing. Ah, I missed it. Too slow.
So, these goats don't run on forever. All the animals eventually will just vanish right in front of your eyes.
Let's go up this way. That vantage point. Seems like there's some ore in there. We can get. Ooh, and the bad guy. Let's get the bad guy first.
When they squawk at you, it's like they don't like it. They're like, why won't you just die?
My timing is off now. I haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I've seen you beat some of the hardest fights in the game, but it has been a while since you were playing. And what treasures do they have for us? You could just use a bomb.
Yeah, I forgot I could do that. Oh, it's something new.
Luminous stone. This mysterious mineral gives off a pale blue glow in the dark, which some believe to be souls of the dead. Apparently, this stone can be used as a base to make special clothing. That seems a little bit more realistic, I'm just gonna say. See now, if I had done that, I'd have blown myself up.
Oh, did you see that? When I broke them, it seemed like they were shining.
Yeah, it's like glowing right now. Huh.
Whoa, oh, it's getting brighter.
They weren't joking about luminous.
Look at that.
And at nighttime it just gets brighter and brighter.
Cool.
No wonder that's a valuable commodity.
Yeah.
Still making our way to Hateno Village.
I think I see
Beware.
the shrine.
Oh, there's a shrine in town.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thanks for the marker. And this is called shield surfing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Link can surf downhill with a shield. Or a cooking pot lid.
Oh, did you see that?
That was a shooting star. Oh, they're trying to attack the boar and you just interrupted their hunt. I think there's an arrow on the left.
Where'd the boar go?
The boar has probably been terrorized a lot tonight, but no reason you can't have him. And now you got double trouble with the night monsters. Ouch. I think that being struck by the bony...
Oh!
You lost! Game... Dude, what happened?
He killed me in one shot, and I didn't see it coming.
It wasn't cool. He hit you from behind.
Yeah. He's not being a real man.
Well, second death. We're doing pretty good. We got 2 out of
I have to do
4.
that all over again.
Well, you get another chance to get our boar.
Oh, man. Oh,
Boar,
my gosh!
why don't you just stand still? Blame it on the bokoblins.
Whoa!
Oh! You got him! Everybody, you can't see Ember, but she is getting really excited. She was very relieved to see he got the boko, or the boar.
I have to collect all my arrows now.
If you shoot them, you gather them. It looks like Boko attacking a traveler, poor person. And it's happening over on the left too. Is she okay there?
Hey, why are you running away?
Wow, wow, wow! Should we read dialogue? Bummer. Oh well. No! Megan! Alright, you saved Megan. You okay there, girl?
She's so tired from her exhaust.
Well, probably got hit on the head by the boko. Well, they didn't want to give us anything, so... Oh well, you just saved their life, but... Okay, whatever. So, some of the travelers are grateful, and some just aren't.
Half the time I'm...
Prime meat.
Whoa!
Okay, we have not seen that before. That is the moon, and it doesn't look happy.
making some noises. I'm scared to get closer to it.
It is bizarre. Hateno Village. It's not always this dark and creepy in Hateno Village.
Whoa.
Link! Be on your guard. Ganon's power grows. It rises to its peak under the hour of the blood moon. By its glow, the aimless spirits of monsters slain in the name of the light return to flesh. Link, please be careful.
Blood moons are so creepy. And that means all the monsters are back. But the good news is, the silver lining is, that a lot of the things we foraged and the things we've hunted have also come back, so that we can also collect them if we need more supplies.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let Amber take over because I just did a lot.
Yeah, good job, Jude. Thank you so much. We'll have you back.
And I'm back, everybody. That was
Watching
fun.
Jude.
That was fun to watch him play.
Yes. So, Amber, I guess I'll take the controller from here.
Oh yeah, of course.
We made it to the town of our destination. A little bit after midnight. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Sheikah Slate sensor, because we know that there is a shrine there, and we also have a marker on it. Don't need to get it tonight. It's pretty late. So this looks like it's a general store, based on the banners outside. Up here is some of the housing, and there looks like there's a fire, so I'll go up here to sleep by the fire. Alright, so it's a crying shame that it's all drab and wet tonight, or this morning, so looks like the shopkeeper is starting their day. Young man over here. Yeah, she's friendly. And then we got the clothing store. Doesn't
You
look
can
like...
tell there's a great big shirt above the porch.
There is?
Yes.
Oh, that is fun.
I didn't really notice that until
Is there like
now.
a great big hunk of meat or something
There's
over
a
here?
pot.
A pot! Over at the general store. That's brilliant. See what they've got. Alright, we have had that one before. Wearing it right now. Looks familiar. Oh, there's a shopkeeper. Let's say hi. Selden. You've got the look of a traveler. Is this your first time in Hateno Village? Well, you're in luck, because you have a lifelong resident to show you around. Well, I would like to say yes, please, but it's raining. My philosophy is, if it rains on you, then you weren't meant to be wet. If you share my outlook on life, then why not let me show you around the village? I mean, you could, but we have more important things to do. Maybe another time. Appreciate it, Selden. Well, fine then. It's okay, man. We came for your clothes. We didn't come to get a tour. Ah, see, now this is where it's at.
That's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, Link is looking at what he belongs in. This is his kind of stuff. You know, see, like, the Traveler's gear, it's like he's incognito. This is how he hides and blends in, so that nobody knows he's actually the champion of legend. But that says, I am the champion of legend. Behold my power. Hold on a second. Oh, there's another voice named Sophie. You want to read for her?
Okay. Let's see here.
Is that? There's a girl over there. She's a little
hiding.
mousy.
Let's see here. Thank you for waiting. That'll be 250 rupees.
Yeah, sure. Soldier's armor. Hyrulean guards praised this armor for its superior defense. Made from sturdy plates of metal, the high level of craftsmanship that went into it is obvious with just a glance. I mean, yeah, I should say so. It looked amazing. And then we'll also grab
Pants?
these. The greaves.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. Okay.
So you're back there?
It's so funny. Let's see here. Thank you for waiting. That'll be 200 rupees.
She must be reading her notes on her hand.
That's funny. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, Selden. He doesn't look interested in us anymore.
No. It's like, fine,
he
if
really
you're not
wanted
going
to
to
give
let
us
me...
a tour.
He's going to pout.
Well, Sophie, thank you.
She looks rather timid.
Yeah. Now, I want to just throw on the soldier's armor, but it's raining.
It seems wrong to wear armor in the rain.
Yeah. Don't want to get it wet. So this is the dye shop.
Oh, yeah, because you can see the big dye bottles up there.
Yeah. So we can get our clothes dyed into other colors. This must be the inn. Up here on the top of the hill.
Is there a big bed above the door? I don't see any.
Well, can't you read Hateno Village script?
Nope.
Okay, here's our local
Oh, another goddess
Hylore
statue.
Yeah.
You should try climbing a wall so people can see what it's like in the rain.
Oh, okay, sure.
Just as a
So you know.
idea how it's just
So
doesn't
you
work.
get started. And then
it slides down.
you slip. You go a little further, you slip, and you're right back where you
Yeah.
started. So sometimes you can go up a little bit, but usually it's not in your control.
No, that's the inn.
Okay, so then the other one was just a house. Oh, yeah, the people that were staying in the inn. Nice,
So maybe
big
she's
place. Okay. Beautiful. This must be where they congregate at night. Porch? I love it out here.
Yeah, I love the... I'd stay in a place like that.
Oh, children and the elderly. Very nice place.
Oh, you look slow.
Now,
little-
this is the good weather that we
Yes,
know
now it's
Hateno
beautiful.
for. Beautiful town. There's somebody over there by the docks back there. And up
Oh
there,
yeah, way out there.
over her on the hilltop is the shrine. But we do want to journey on. We should go to the tech lab. I think that's where the smoke is coming from.
Oh, I see.
Sure would have been nice to have our horse for a moment like this, but
I know.
oh well.
But it was true. If he went all the way back, rode all
it
the
would
way
have
back,
taken a
it
lot
would've-
more time. Some sort of great big viewing glass and signs to the tech lab to the left and a beach to the right.
Oh.
What does it say?
No soliciting.
No soliciting. Okay. Well, we're not solicitors. What does this sign say? Mind the lanterns. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like that's a great big telescope. And on top of that, is that a guardian?
It's
On
awesome.
top of the tech lab.
Interesting. A little shed.
There's a furnace, I think. The Hateno Tech Lab. If the flame is blue, the furnace is hot. Do not touch. Okay, and there's
It's not hot.
It's not
so-
hot, no. Is that
There's a frog! That's a frog!
Okay. They look like
That's
good-natured scientists with a good sense of humor. Well, that's all we've got time for, ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to wrap up everything for part 4 of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild walkthrough. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. May God bless you all. We'll see you soon. Cheers.